Medyo hirap ka bang pumili ng tamang words sa pagsasabi ng gusto mong sabihin, no? Alam mo ba na may meaning yung iba-ibang mga words, although parang pareho lang sila? Yan ang i-discuss natin dito sa Truly Happy One. Hello po, I'm Eric Calugdan. Together with us is Sir Enrico Garcia. I used to be an IT consultant for Unisys and then put up my own business called Infotext. I'm also the CIO of Philpax and CTO of Sante. You can call me a serial entrepreneur. Sir Enrico, on the other hand, used to be the retail operations manager of Shell, and then after that, he became the country manager for Herbalife. After Herbalife, he became the director of operations of Avon and one of the board of directors of the Direct Selling Association of the Philippines. Now he is a mindset coach and also the director for international operations of Sante. And again, welcome to Truly Happy One. We do this every Saturdays at 5 p.m. via Facebook Live and YouTube Live where we discuss world-class Pinoy excellence. Now, before we go to our main topic, please let us know where you are watching from. If you're watching from Mandaluyong, type nyo lang dyan sa comment section sa Facebook, watching from Mandaluyong. Or if you're from Dubai, type nyo dyan sa chat section sa YouTube, watching from Dubai. Para alam natin hanggang saan umaabot itong ating broadcast, no? And this is an interactive session. You can send us your comments, your feedback. Kung nag-a-agree kayo sa sinasabi, you can also comment that, no? And type it sa chat or sa comments lang. And huwag na rin kayo mahiya, please like the video, share this in your wall, no, comment, tag your friends na sa tingin yung medyo mali-mali yung ginagamit nilang words sa pagsasabi or pagko-communicate nila sa ibang tao. Tag nyo na rin sila para matulungan natin sila. And para wala kayong mga ma-miss na mga episodes ng Truly Happy One, click nyo na rin yung subscribe button. That's the red button sa YouTube. No? That's free. Walang bayad po mag-subscribe dyan. And meron din tayong Truly Happy One na Facebook group and yung link doon nasa description nitong video. Last link sa description nitong video para maka-join kayo sa ating Facebook group at wala kayong ma-miss na mga episodes. Ayan. So again, our topic for today is choosing the right words to say. Ayan. Isa Biaga and Philip Ko is watching us. Sir Enrico, thank you po
Thank
for
you. Thank you.
watching. Ayan. Sabi, watching while stuck at home from our Flang, Madagascar. Wow.
Wow.
Ang
Wow.
pambansang favorite, Enrico Garcia.
Oh, sino 'yan? hindi ko kilala pero thank you.
Ayan. Thank you po for watching. Ayan. Sige sir, ating main topic.
Well, sabi nga ni Eric, 'di ba? So, we siguro sometimes we take it for granted, 'di ba? Na yung words, 'di ba? Yet words are very powerful. And we'll show some quick slides. And this is really for us to really stop and think. Talaga bang importante yung words that we say? 'Di ba? And gustong-gusto ko tong image na to, Eric, kasi yeah, your words have power. So you use them wisely. They can be good, but they can also bring you a lot of trouble.
Mhm.
Kaya meron yan toothpaste. The
Okay.
words that come out of your mouth, when they're not good, maybe you need to brush.
Aha.
Okay? So,
Or sa iba pa, sabunin. Sabunin ang
exactly.
bibig. Oo, di ba?
Exactly. Yan yung ibig
Aha.
sabihin yan, 'di ba? So
Mhm.
let's go through it very quickly and then let's have the discussion as we always do.
Mhm.
And this is true. The power to tear down or build up lies in your tongue. So you have to be very, very conscious and mindful because your thoughts are expressed through your words and actions,
Mhm.
whether you like it or not, di ba? And it will manifest. Kaya nga, di ba, yung sinasabi, the outer world is a reflection of the inner world. Di ba, Eric? When you
Mhm.
have all good thoughts and everything positive, the only words and actions that come out from you are exactly that, di ba?
Correct.
And when you are not feeling in that right place, maybe it might be better that you don't say
Mhm.
anything. Ang hirap sa words, pag nabitawan mo, hindi mo na maaatras eh.
Mahirap bawiin yung
Wala
sinabi.
na. Sinabi mo
Oo.
na eh. Whether you wrote it down in a message or you said it out.
Correct.
'Di ba?
Mhm.
So in this day and age, this one is not too maybe siguro parang corny or but really how many relationships, business, personal have gotten damaged or strained because of words na pinagsisihan,
Mhm.
'di ba? So they
Correct.
really have the power to tear down or build up, 'di ba?
Correct.
Sometimes one word makes a team get so inspired and it causes them to put everything, just one word or one line.
Mhm.
That's the power of words. So next slide.
Yeah.
Words can inspire and words can destroy. Absolutely. 'Di ba?
Mhm.
If you choose the wrong words, they can destroy. Just through a word. Ikaw talaga. Ang hirap sa'yo. 'Di ba?
Mhm.
Whereas you can choose to say, hey, I know we're all having challenges, but I know we all can do it. I sincerely believe, and of course you have to mean it, right? But it's it's again linked to your thoughts, right? And they can be your best friend or your worst enemy.
Correct.
Next slide. Ito, yung sinasabi natin kanina.
Mhm.
If we understood the power of our thoughts, right, we would guard them more closely. If we understood the awesome power of our words, we would prefer silence to almost anything negative. In our
Correct.
thoughts and words, we create our own weaknesses and our own strengths. So true. I chose this slide because it is so true. Huwag ka na lang
Mhm.
mag-ano pag negative. Pag positive, link to dun sa gossip success na pinag-usapan natin. Di ba, Eric?
Mhm. Correct.
Wow, congratulations, galing. How inspiring. Yung negative, huwag ka na muna mag-judge na lang, 'di ba? Pag hindi ano, 'di ba? Kasi
Hindi
hindi mo na
confirmed.
ay oo, at hindi mo
Oo.
mababawi 'yun eh, 'di ba?
Mhm.
'Di ba? So,
Correct.
yeah, all I'm saying is be very mindful because maybe sometimes we don't realize we say it. And then magugulat na lang tayo parang bakit parang cold or matabang si ano sa akin, 'di ba?
Mhm.
May nasabi kang word through a message or through a phone call or like this conversation and it really just destroys or strains the relationship.
Mhm.
So syempre this is related to yung lalo na yung business, so let me show some powerful words for marketing. Yeah, it's just a visual. Look at that, di ba? Parang trigger yun sa tongue. If you want
Mhm.
to visualize it, your words can actually kill, di ba? Kill the spirit of somebody
Correct.
by the wrong choice of words. Or
Actually,
it can
pati nga words 'di ba is considered harassment din. Kahit
correct
sinabi mo lang. Oo.
verbal abuse,
Verbal. Oo, verbal abuse. Correct.
right?
And yung
So
words na
see,
to are not limited to words na sinasabi natin. Kasama dito yung mga pinopost din natin sa social media,
of
'di ba?
course,
Which is actually
absolutely
mas malala kasi talagang recorded siya and kita ng mas maraming tao kaysa yung sa
correct.
sinasabi lang natin.
Correct. But
Mm.
it has the same effect, 'di ba, Eric?
Correct.
'Di ba? So
Correct.
talagang we have to be mindful, 'di ba? Kasi di mo remember that. You cannot recover it. Once uttered or written down, wala na,
Mhm.
'di ba?
Yep.
Cannot retrieve it,
Yeah,
'di
correct.
ba?
Ayan, sabi nga dito ng ating viewer, Proverbs 12:18 says, "Reckless words pierces like a sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing."
Absolutely.
Ayan.
Thank you.
Correct.
Thank
Correct.
you. That is absolutely. It could be used as a sword to destroy, or it could be the one that provides the inspiration, the healing, or the reconciliation, di ba? It could be a tongue of
Yes.
peace, but it could also be a tongue of war.
Correct. And ito rin, may dalawang ways of saying the same thing, no? It's either you say it na it's a stupid idea or you can say na how can we improve on that idea?
Right.
'Di. Choice of words.
Correct.
Careful
And
choice of words.
correct. And in the tip of the day, one of the ways by which can we see this from another perspective? Is there another perspective? Right?
Mm.
So it's really being mindful. So i-link to, Eric, kung ano yung nandito at nandito, yun yung lalabas.
Mhm.
'Di ba? Kasi kung yan, exactly ito, 'di ba? Yung pag sinabi mo kasi yan, that connotes na meron kang, there's some feeling of superiority or some
Or hate.
ascendancy.
Oo.
Oo, or could be that, 'di ba?
Mm.
Kasi kung hindi, kung okay yung ano mo, sasabihin mo exactly, "Oh nga, how can we, it's good. But I wanted to know, can we still improve on that idea?"
Correct.
Exactly, 'di ba? So now
Mm.
your tongue, your words are becoming yun, a bridge of hope, of encouragement.
Yes, parang
So yan,
from the attitude of being competitive or competitor, you go dun sa being cooperative, 'di ba? Or co-creator. Dapat
collaborate.
collaborator, yes.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
collaborate instead of competing, 'di ba?
correct.
Yan.
Paano ba natin to
Sharon is
mapan?
watching also, sir. Thank you po for watching. Ayan.
Salamat. To two
Ayan.
powerful words. In fact, my daughter, when I would listen to that, please and thank you are the two magic words.
Mhm.
Wow, you just put please, and every time somebody does something, say thank you.
Thank
I
you.
can tell. Amazing, amazing. Like thank
Correct.
you for listening. Thank you for, thank you. It's also that attitude of gratitude, 'di ba?
Yep.
So two simple words. Please, can you help me? Oh, you watch the response. Can you do me
Yep.
this favor, please? So talagang we take it for granted, but it's very powerful. Sige, yung last slide is, so how can we use this in business? 'Di ba? Itong sinasabi. And I've taken this from, from the internet and some powerful words in marketing. And now you know why these words you keep seeing it in either clickbait or yung mga funnels, 'di ba? Pag sinabing you, syempre it's personal eh. Ikaw, ano yung importante? We want you. This is to benefit you. This will improve you. So see, they are very precise precisely because there's power in the words. And then free, 'di ba? Tama nga naman, who can resist a freebie? 'Di ba,
Correct.
Eric?
Kapag free,
'Di ba?
bakit hindi, 'di ba?
Correct, 'di ba? So it's that
Oo.
powerful, and the feelings that it elicits when you hear it, 'di ba? Oh, here's your free gift, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Wow, thank you. And then the because, and you can see what's on the screen. And the point I'm
Mm.
trying to make here is, when there's a lot of effort in putting this risk free. This is linked to one topic we discussed many many weeks ago,
Mhm.
yung zero risk bias. The
Mhm.
marketers know that if you take out risk, people will try. 2% risk is still risk. Our minds are wired for zero risk, and that's why they always use that. Risk free,
Mm. Mhm.
ironclad, 60-day money back guaranteed, no questions asked. Halatang ang dami kong natatanggap, di ba, Eric, na ano?
Na
Oh,
mga email, tsaka
correct.
spams, oo.
Yes, pero very precise sila, di ba?
Mhm.
And then pag sinabi mong secret, ang ibig sabihin nun, exclusive ka, di ba?
Mhm.
Parang, uy, ikaw lang nakakaalam. Or for some, ooh, di ba? Yet they sent it
Parang
to 10,000
special
people.
trick, oo. Secret daw 'yon. The secret
Oo.
to winning in the in life's journey, parang gano'n.
Right, because they
Oo.
understand the human mind. That's what I'm trying to say. And they know,
Mhm.
'di ba? Kaya ang pinaka-valuable yung copywriter, Eric, eh. Those who write
Mhm.
wow,
Yung content
you
ng mga promo
oh,
materials.
right, yung clickbait ay iki-click mo yun kasi pinag-aralan nila yun. So
Mm.
instantly, lalo in our society na, 'di ba? Hindi ka
Mhm.
maghahantay na matagal. Instant. Lagay mo lang yung email mo, matanggap mo na yung ebook.
Correct,
Oh,
correct.
'di ba? Limited time to drive urgency. Uy, ano lang ha, only for this, you only may counter pa yun, 'di ba? May clock, Eric,
Mm, mm.
'di ba?
Yun naman don't miss naman yun siyempre, 'di ba?
Correct.
Yung
Pero
timer.
Oo, wag mong palalagpasin yun. Tapos bukas nandun pa rin yung timer.
Limited
Oh,
time today, tomorrow ulit meron.
oo. So, again,
Oo.
I'm not suggesting that you deceive, but the words have a powerful connection, 'di ba?
Mhm.
So, easy. No one wants to deal with the hassle, siyempre. And then
Correct.
don't miss FOMO, 'di ba? Yung fear of missing out, 'di ba?
Mm.
And these are I've selected this because para magamit sa business. But of course, relationships, they're different set of words, 'di ba?
Mm.
Right? So
Correct.
depending on the situation. So importante talaga. Like I've been on the winning side and losing side of this. When I didn't know this yet, I would say things and ano and would get me into trouble, Eric.
Mhm.
And all of it simply because I judge somebody for the and use the wrong word.
Mm.
And it could
Or
have
did
been
not use the right words, 'di
correct.
ba?
It could have all
Oo.
been avoided. Simply, I've made my share of mistakes. And that's why I can really say, wow, oo nga, no? Pipiliin mo pala talaga yun, di ba? You have to be very, deliberate, di ba?
Correct.
Di ba?
Ayan.
So,
Si Mavic Quijano is watching us from VNG4. Ayan, thank you po for
oy,
watching.
wow,
Sabi niya,
thank you.
good PM po, watching from Santo Tomas, Batangas. Wow, from
Wow.
Santo Tomas, Batangas pa. Kanina, nung
Mavic,
pinag-usapan natin, sir, yung please and
oh,
thank you, sabi niya, thank you for truly happy one.
most welcome, Mavic. And thank you. And thank you for viewing and for watching, no?
Ayan.
Yeah.
Sige, sir.
So, yun, Eric, it's very simple. The topic is yet very powerful. So,
Mm,
what can you do, di ba? If you're in business or, in a profession, there's so much on the internet now. Just download any dictionary and, you can, that's one way, di ba? You
mm.
learn new words. You can press parang siguro ang equivalent nun parang shuffle. Bibigyan kanya ng words every day
Aha,
na para mo malaman, oh, ito pala yun, or it's a new word I didn't
correct,
know the
correct.
the meaning of, 'di ba?
Kung ano yung
And then
meaning nila.
correct, and then really yung sinasabi nila, if you're gonna write a letter, a message, put on a smile and it changes exactly how your message is.
Correct, correct.
Like ako, oh, Eric, example, susulat ako, I need this, tapos sasabihin ko, ang I'm writing it on a weekend. Parang ang bigat nung dating. How can I phrase it? Hi, may I request, 'di ba?
Mm,
So it changes the ano 'di ba? Like, hey, I know it's a weekend, but may I request for some help? Nagbabago. Yung sagot sa iyo is, oh sure, no worries. I'll do it. As
mhm.
opposed to kung sinunod ko, I need this now, ha? Yung parang inuutusan mo 'di ba?
Correct.
Right? So, ang laki nung impact eh. I've
Yep.
always I learned that and the hard way nga and conscious every time I will write talagang ano yun I try to be in the person's like weekend nga tapos kung utusan mo ko di ba yun
Yes.
yung may I
Yung
request
interpretation, correct.
yes may I request di ba may I ask a favor
Tsaka
so you
yung
ask
term
for
na
permission
gentle reminder, 'di ba? Gentle
yes
reminder.
yes
Oo,
oh instead of
correct,
just saying
correct.
reminder ha due
Oo.
date di ba.
Or alert with exclamation mark.
Correct.
Oo,
So, see, Eric, we are ano, and it really changes, di ba? Kung ikaw recipient, nagbabago yung,
correct.
di ba?
Lalo
Putting
na
a word
ngayon
lang.
kasi words lang, 'di ba? Lalo pag messaging,
Correct.
chat, 'di ba? Uso ngayon yung ang mga messenger chat, text, mga gano'n. Walang emotions, eh. So, yung words na pinipili mo when you send a message is very crucial kasi pwede siyang ma-misinterpret na
Correct.
na ibang emotion yung dating sa kanya, 'di ba?
Correct. Correct. You
Mhm.
said it perfectly, Eric. Lalo na ngayon.
Oo,
All the more you need to really have a good, simple. It doesn't have to be the highfalutin words. Di ba?
correct.
It's really the thought behind it. So yung may I request, gentle reminder, is this, and then ako, if you notice, I write you, possible, di ba? So I
Correct.
don't like I don't like to assume, 'di ba? Say, is this possible? Is this
Mhm.
doable, 'di ba? And it's a question mark, 'di ba? Kaya ba 'to, 'di ba?
Correct, correct.
Or
Naalala ko nga
okay.
sir, kahapon
Oh,
yata or isang araw, merong pinakita yung anak ko na translation. Kapag binasa mo yung Tagalog lang niya, may ibang meaning. Ito yung
correct.
translation niya. It's
Ah.
from English to Filipino. Nakita niyo na ba yan?
Mahal na kita.
Mahal na kita. Ang English niya, expensive profit. Kasi di ba, mahal na kita.
Correct.
Hindi yung mahal na kita.
Oo, correct, correct.
kung,
Mahal
kung
na
tiningnan mo yung
kita.
text lang, parang iba yung meaning.
Exactly.
Expensive profit. Kaya very important yung choice of words talaga natin dahil mag-iiba yung meaning niya lalo na kapag
Correct.
text lang.
Correct. Tama si Eric,
Mm.
wala yung tone eh. Kasi buti pa kung kausap mo, malalaman mo yung tono eh, di ba? Kung
Correct.
saan yung emphasis. Pero kung text lang, mami-misinterpret, di ba?
Yep.
And
Yep.
it causes so much drama na hindi naman kailangan, di ba? Di
Yes.
ba? So,
And Sir
so
Enrico, 'di ba, dun sa mga trainings na pinuntahan natin, may iba pang mga words na parang pareho sila pero actually malayo yung meaning nila. So,
correct.
siguro pa i-explain natin, sir. One is yung if versus when. Yung words na yan, favorite ko yan eh, nung nagte-training tayo sa, lalo na, di ba, sa abroad, yung
Oh,
difference ng if and when.
and
Sige nga, sir,
when.
anong explanation natin dyan?
Oo, yung if kasi ibig sabihin hindi committed, 'di ba? Ibig sabihin tentative ka. Parang may pag-aalinlangan, 'di ba?
Mm.
Kasi pag sinabi mong even tama yung kay Eric. So ano, mag-training tayo. Pag sinabi ng tao, o sige, kailan? Alam mo, 'di ba? Yung talagang buo yung ano
Oo.
niya. Pero pag sinabing ah, if ever, nako,
Oo.
alam mo na.
Mahirap yun if ever.
Oh, if
Oo, correct,
ever, if and when. So it's really just there's no commitment if you ask me,
correct,
di ba? Because it's much easier to say I cannot or yeah I can. So when we wanting to do this?
correct. Yun nga, ako
Simple.
navi-visualize ko yung dalawa eh. Yung if, it's a fork, no? So you either go one yes or you go no. Yun yung if. Yung when, it's a curved path. Hindi siya fork. So yung when will happen. Ang question lang is when. 'Di ba?
Correct.
Yung if kasi may possibility na no eh, 'di ba? So when you
Correct.
ask somebody, like yun nga, you're selling, 'di ba? For example, ang pwede mo sabihin na if you buy this property or if you get this insurance, meron pa ring kawala siya na ibig sabihin pwedeng mag-no si customer. Pero pag
Correct.
sinabi mong when you buy this or when you get this, mas positive yung tone mo na kukuha siya talaga. Yung assume close nga na sinasabi, di ba?
Correct.
So,
Correct.
it's better to use when kaysa if. Di ba?
Correct. Correct. So buti binanggit mo yan kasi we hear this so often. If
Mm-mm.
ever, it's like saying the real message there is I'm not sure.
Mm-mm.
And but if I decide to, which there's nothing wrong, right? There's
Correct.
nothing wrong. It mas mabuti pa nga. See, tama yung kay Eric. Simple word. You know what? I'm still undecided. I'm gonna need to talk to someone so that I can make an informed. That's even better.
Mm-mm.
'Di ba? Sabihin mo, yeah, I'm not decided yet at this point. It sounds good. I do wanna check with friends or people that I know, and that's better, right?
Correct. Yep.
Instead of saying if ever, when really what you mean is I wanna check,
Mm-hmm.
right? And again, people will say, oh, ano ngayon? What if there's nothing wrong? Yeah, there's nothing wrong, but you keep doing that over time, Eric. You know what happens, right?
Yep.
If you keep repeating that, it permeates your thought process. Everything is if and when, if and when.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Kaya, di ba, nung umpisa parang gamit tayo ng gamit nung if eh. Nung if na inisip natin may chance pa rin na pumunta sa kabilang side eh. Hanggang sa na-train natin yung sarili natin to use mostly yung when na word, di ba? When
Yeah,
you do this, when you do that, hindi yung if you do this or if you do that. Hindi siya
yeah,
conditional, it's when. Yung isa pa sir na combination, try versus do.
Teka lang.
Ayan.
Binili ko 'to sa Universal ay saan ba? Yan, si
Si
Yoda.
Yoda.
Kasi nga,
Ayos.
'di ba? Kaya 'to binili ni misis para sa
Oo.
akin.
Oo.
You do, 'di ba? There is no
Correct.
try.
There
Do
is
or
no
do
try, sabi
none.
ni Yoda.
Oo, do or
Oo.
do not, 'di ba?
Correct, correct.
Can you try to stand?
Mahirap yun. Halfway.
Mahirap 'yun.
Oo.
Well, not even, 'di ba? Ayan, subok.
Mm.
You either stand up or you don't.
Correct.
It's okay to
Il
say no, 'di ba? It's okay to say, "No, I don't want to do it." It's
mhm.
okay.
Yep.
Tama yan kay Eric, maganda yan. Simple lang yan, you try versus do.
Yep. Instead of saying na I'll try, will try, no, kasi yung try again, meron siyang chance of not doing it, 'di ba? Medyo gray area. Versus when you say do is talagang you'll do it or you don't. Merong
Yeah,
closure kumbaga, hindi yung hanging ka lang dun sa
correct.
try.
And
Oo.
and sorry Eric, maganda yung pinointan mo. Thank you for pointing this out. We think it's just a word. Oh, ayoko naman masaktan, but it gets embedded in your thought processing. So hindi mo mapapansin yan initially that you are compromising on many things. Sige nga, I'll try to work out. Sige nga, I'll try to wake up earlier. Sige nga, I'll try to what. And it just becomes your key thought, the dominant thought. Everything is you will try. If it's not to your liking or in accordance with your schedule, then you won't do it. So in other words, you're just interested, but you're not really committed to
Mm.
your own, di ba?
Hindi ka
So
maka-commit.
yeah, you won't
Oo.
make the commitment even for your own use. So that it's very powerful, and it really manifests
Yep.
what's going on.
And yan din yung nagde-determine, no, kung decisive ka ba talaga, which is a very crucial skill and trait when you're an entrepreneur, for example. You have to be decisive na pag sinabi mong ito gagawin mo, gawin mo. 'Di ba? Hindi yung try lang na kapag konting resistance atras ka agad, 'di ba? U-turn ka agad. You have to be
Yes.
decisive.
Yes.
Kung mali
So
man yung
very
naging decision mo, at least madali ka ring ano, 'di ba? Pivot, 'di ba? Mag-change course.
learn from it, adjust.
Oo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tama
Yep.
yan. Any other Eric na words
Ito,
maganda
last.
yan.
Last, sir. Yung tie-down concept. Yung command versus question.
Very good. Correct.
Sige,
'Di
sir.
ba?
Paki-explain po.
Yung tie downs, you do that at the end of kunyari you're explaining, 'di ba? We're going to do this, aren't we? 'Di ba? It's
Yes.
you tie them down, 'di ba? We're going to we're going to do this together, aren't we?
Mm.
'Di ba? So it's really a question that ties them down. That gagawin natin 'to, 'di ba? Sama tayo dito, 'di ba? We'll build our dreams, aren't we? Yes, 'di ba?
Correct.
So yan yung tie downs that are so powerful. Typically in presentations or in one-on-one, even like this, we're going to secure your future, Eric, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes. We're going
Oo.
to secure the future of your children through this, aren't we?
Yep.
Yes. So
Actually,
very
maganda. Oo. Maganda yung pagkaka-explain nung yung trainers. Hindi ko maalala kung sa Singapore natin to nakuha or sa Hong Kong, no. Yung history nung tie down. Kasi nga tayo nung bata pa tayo, parang na-brainwash na tayo or nabingi na tayo sa mga magulang natin saying do this, do that, don't do
or
this, don't do that, 'di ba? Talagang yung command mode parang pasok sa isang tenga, labas sa kabila, no? Kaya pag
or
command yung tone nung sinasabi natin, hindi siya masyadong na-absorb nung recipient or nung kausap natin. And that's why you translate yung command into a question. 'Di ba? Yun kaya siya naging yung tie down nga na instead of saying na bumili ka nga ng bigas sa tindahan, 'di ba? Pwede mo sabihin na kailangan natin ng bigas, pwede kang bumili, 'di ba? 'Di ba
yeah,
yung ganung question or pag pumunta ka sa isang restaurant for example, late na, no, nandun na sa cut off nila, instead na sabihin mong pwede pa ba kami? Which is may option sila na sabihin na yes and no, mas madaling sabihin nila na no. Pwede mong sabihin na pwede pa, 'di ba?
yeah.
So,
You're
mas
still going to
madali.
serve us, right?
Oo, right, 'di ba? So mas madali yung para sa kanila sabihin, "Yes, okay." 'Di ba? Kaysa yung sabihin na kaysa yung tanungin natin na, "Bukas pa ba kayo?" or "Puwede pa ba kami?" Mas madali yung sagot dun na no, 'di ba? Mas malaki yung tendency na sabihin nila na no, kaysa yung sabihin natin na, "Puwede pa, 'di ba?" Question mark.
Yes. Yes.
Oo.
Yes.
So very
Absolutely.
important yung tie down talaga, no, na 'di ba sabi mo gusto mong mag-ipon para sa mga emergencies, 'di ba? So mag-iisip siya, i-absorb niya yung question, pag sinabi niyang yes, 'di ba? Siya na rin yung nagsabi na yes, let's do this, 'di
Yeah.
ba?
Exactly. We're gonna secure your future, right? Or we're gonna go for your dream, aren't we?
Oo,
Yon, di
sure.
ba?
So
So,
laging question yung dulo, hindi yung sasabihin mo lang, bilhin mo na 'to. 'Di ba? Or
right.
kunin mo na 'to kasi ganito 'yan, kasi maganda 'yan, kasi ganito 'yan, kasi ganito 'yan. That's a command, no? And kapag gano'n, again, yung brain, the way our brain works is pasok lang 'yan sa isang tenga, labas sa kabila. Pero if you convert it into a question, this is so great, this will help you and make you healthy. You want to be healthy, 'di ba? So,
Right?
yung mga ganong question, 'di ba? Yun yung
Yes.
words that you say, 'di ba? Para ma-absorb nila yung benefit, i-question din nila yung sarili nila, and sila na mismo rin yung sumagot na, oo nga no, bakit hindi? Di ba? That's why
Exactly.
very powerful yung tinatawag natin na tie downs na instead of saying something as a command, you
As a
turn it into
directive.
a
Oh,
question.
yeah.
Instead of a directive, turn it into a question. Yan. Ayos.
Napakasimple pero ang daming implications, 'di ba? Kaya yung talagang seasoned ano, magtataka ka bakit pagkausap ko 'to ang galing, 'di ba? May mga gano'n, eh, 'di ba? Ang galing
Oo.
nila, eh. Hindi
Correct.
sila nara-rattle dun sa, "But I can't afford it," 'di ba? Ang galing nila 'cause I mean they've practiced it so many times, 'di ba? They know exactly, 'di
Ano
ba?
yung mga words na gagamitin?
Oo, paano,
Yep.
to clarify, to
Open.
re-emphasize.
To open your
Oo.
mind, di ba? To
Oo,
make you
ang galing.
think. Yeah,
Yes,
hindi lang
yes.
yung one way na presentation na 'di ba na ito yung benefit, parang binasa lang yung slides, 'di ba? Instead of teasing yung mind ng audience, no, and making the
Yeah,
audience think, 'di ba? Yun yung importante, na you ask the right questions instead of just presenting and presenting na one way lang, no. The best presenter asks the right questions, 'di ba?
yeah. And how might we afford that, right? And how might we, things like that, 'di ba? So, of course it requires practice over time, and what we're trying to do here is that, to open our minds that, along with excellence comes really being good with our words. And again, we're not talking the simple words are the best because they're understood, 'di ba? So,
Mhm.
we're not suggesting highfalutin words. No, no, make it, something that people understand, but very direct, right? Go direct to it, and really use the words to truly communicate, di ba?
Yep.
So that, there's really a connection, di ba? And real communication, kasi tama yung kay Eric, eh, communication two way, eh yung directive is one way, di ba? Command or a directive is one way, di ba? But when
Mhm.
you get people into that, real communication where, it doesn't mean you agree on everything, but you're really communicating. Linked ito dun sa tip of the day, di ba? And
Mhm.
how might we see it? And how would we be able to establish that that is true, right? Or that your position is backed up by, on what basis do you say that, right? So you're asking so that you can understand, right?
Yep.
So again, it's the right words to say, di ba? So of course it
Yes.
takes
Ayan,
practice.
may question dito si Buenafe. Sabi niya, as online bashing builds up widely, it is so unfair that abusive and hurtful words are thrown just for fun, jealousy, and pointless causes. Aside from ignoring, how else to respond, sir? What do their undesirable actions speaks of their mindset?
Well, you have a few options, and you can simply say, for some, the ones who are really enlightened, should we say, will simply say, well, thank you for your feedback, right? Or thank you for your opinion, right? And that's one way to do it, right? And really, just remember this: when whatever people are saying is really a reflection of their reality, right? So you have the choice how you want to respond, right? Some will say thank you for presenting a different perspective, right? And some will say thank you for your candor or your honesty in expressing your views, right? Because that's their opinion. Now, if you
Mhm.
get personal and you get, that's when you might be argumentative, combative. So the what I'm trying to get at here, Buenafe, is really the response is yours. You control the response. You cannot control what comes out of the mouth of other people. That's their
Yep,
problem, right?
correct. Yep, yung
That's
hindi
not
mo
my problem.
makokontrol. Yun nga, 'di ba
Yeah,
sabi natin before, anyone with a keyboard and internet connection can say anything about someone or about a certain company, no? And ang question na lang is sino yung mas paniniwalaan ng tao. You don't need
yeah,
to debate, 'di ba? Sabihin nila kung anong sabihin nila pero ikaw control how you react to what they're saying. Kung walang
yun.
ako for example, kung walang basis yung kanilang sinasabi and it's let's say against my point of view, my opinion, unfriend. That's it. 'Di ba? Ayoko ng mga ganong klaseng tao na bigla na lang naglalabas ng mga sinasabi na wala namang basis. 'Di ba?
Yeah. So you can choose your response would be, and you should, of course, diba? How you want to respond to it, right?
Yep. Ayan,
So,
sabi rin niya, our tongue and words have no bones, but they are strong enough to break a heart.
oh,
Wow.
exactly, diba? Yeah, diba?
Parang may
I
hugot pa
showed.
'yun.
Yeah, yeah. It can.
Oo.
Yeah, you really
Yep.
can. That's why nga the words are more painful, more powerful. They're exactly like a sword, like a gun, like a bullet, diba?
Uh-huh.
So because of the
Yeah,
wrong, 'di ba? Kaya may kasabihan 'di ba yung yan si ano, pare, okay sana pero masakit magsalita,
correct.
right? 'Di ba?
Oo.
Masakit
Yep.
magsalita. So in Tagalog it captures that, 'di ba?
Mhm.
So yun
Eto
yun,
magandang
Eric. Eh.
question, sir. Sabi niya, paano pag tinawag ka na pogi hindi naman?
Well, the best response always, as I've learned from great mentors, is always thank you.
Thank you. Correct.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yes.
please and thank you.
Oo.
Yeah, thank you. That's all. You don't
Yep.
need to say much. 'Di ba? Thank you.
Correct, correct.
Remember, what people say or do you cannot control. It's only your response that you can control.
Yep. Correct. Hey, sabi ni Buenafe, words are like seeds. Be careful with what we plant because we might eat its fruit of consequence one day. Correct.
Exactly. Exactly. 'Di ba?
Yes.
So, I was reading this excellent book, Eric, and it was saying one of the ways to build trust is to speak about others as if they were present. In other words, don't speak
Correct.
about them when they're absent.
Oo. Yep.
Speak about them kahit wala sila doon, speak about them as though they were present,
Correct.
'di ba?
Yep, ayan si Sir Gabby nanonood. Gabby the Diva sabi niya, "Good
Uy,
afternoon Sir Enrico, Eric, watching from
ay,
Paranaque." Ayan,
thank
hello po
you,
Sir
thank
Gabby.
you, thank you, Gabi. Yeah,
Si
good to see
Coach
you.
Jet Ramos also watching. Sabi niya, "Hello my kuyas. I admit that there are times whenever I do not filter what I say, especially when I am angry. I am working on it though."
Yes, well, you're not the only one. All of us are work in progress. All of us are just trying to make progress. So, certainly, none of us are perfect. Forget that idea of perfection. That is not true. Everyone is work in progress. Myself, everyone, absolutely. We can always get better. So,
Yep,
you
and meron
definitely.
akong isang tip na natutunan online din no sa mga pinapanood ko mga YouTube tips. One is don't say anything or don't argue when you're emotional. 'Di ba? Yung galit ka and you word fight, 'di ba? If you do that, talagang lalabas yung mga words na pagsisisihan mo in the future, no? So one is calm down, no? Wag kang emotional habang nakikipag-usap or nakikipagtalo. Kung kailangan mong sumagot agad, you count down from 5 to 1, no?
Yeah,
Para lang ma-interrupt yung emotion mo. Kasi kapag galit ka, tapos bigla-bigla na lang kang sumasagot, 'di ba? Parang hindi ka na nga actually nakikinig kapag galit ka eh. Ang hinihintay mo na lang yung pause, 'di ba? Doon sa kakausap mo para lang makatira ka ulit, 'di ba? Yun lang hinihintay mo. Hindi mo pinapakinggan kung ano yung sinasabi ng kausap mo. So, bad yun. That's not communication kasi hindi kayo nagkakaintindihan. So, first is lower your emotions. Kung hindi mo kaya, try to count down from 5 to 1. Paatras, hindi 1 to 5. Kasi sa brains natin, kapag ginawa daw natin yon, nagmo-move, di ba? Meron tayong side ng brain na logical, tapos merong side na emotional. So, when you count from 5 to 1, nag-shift yung brain power mo from the emotional to the logical. So,
Correct.
bumababa yung emotions mo kapag ganun. So, you try to count from 5 to 1 before ka sumagot, di ba? At isipin mo muna kung ano yung sasagot mo before ka sumagot, no? So again, don't communicate or don't try to answer no, while you're emotional and angry. Ayan.
Yeah. Yung heat of the
Sabi ni,
moment, di ba?
correct. Sabi ni Philip ko, is it true that women speaks more words than men? This is how human is created. Is this an advantage?
Well, not really, because there are some who aren't. So again, these are things that have been passed on to us. Whether it actually is factual, I don't know. And I wouldn't say human is created. Is it an advantage? It depends. Like the one of the slides that we showed, it can be your strength or your weakness. Sometimes,
Yep.
like lalo pag may namatayan, sometimes there's really nothing you can say or do anyway that will change the situation, correct?
Yep.
So sometimes not even words, but maybe just a little hug is, or just being there with the person is the best thing you can do, because sa totoo lang, what can you do? Di ba?
Correct.
So it's these are things that there are moments where perhaps eye contact and really speak through the eyes, diba, might be the better means of communication, diba?
Yep.
So
Ayan.
of course that's over time and contextual siya.
Correct. Si Sir Joey Reyes is watching us, Sir Enrico. Si Press
Oy,
Joey ng
press.
VNG2.
Yes,
Thank you po
press.
for
Thank you.
watching.
Yeah, please attend his seminars. Very powerful. And there's a lot of things that a lot of golden nuggets that you can learn. Just send Eric a message. How you can be part of that. It's wonderful stuff.
Yep. Ayan. Sabi ni Bonifay, words are free, but it is how we use them that might cost us a lot. Like the ones that ended up in legal cases. Correct?
Yeah, again, many instances, right? So yeah, exactly, words. That's why that's our topic, because yeah, okay, so what's in a
Correct.
word, diba? There's a
Yep.
lot.
Ayan. Sabi ni Joel Santos, true, that is self-control. Correct. You have to be self in self-control first before you say any other word. No? Dahil mahirap kapag emotional tayo.
Diba?
Ayan, sabi ni Buenify, we should raise our words inspiringly and not our voice loudly. Same as the fact that it is the rain that grows the flowers and not the thunder. Correct.
Exactly, yeah, wonderful, yeah. Metaphor or analogy, if you will, yeah, exactly, diba? You don't need to shout to communicate,
Yep.
right? Because that's the emotion. Actually, the real psychology behind that, sure, kunyari, nabuhusan ka ng waiter ng
Mm-hmm.
tubig, accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
The reason some people create a scene, shout, it's an of power. You're trying to submit the other person.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to really, right? And of course,
Correct.
kasama na dun, yung napahiya ka, maybe you're an important person and here's this lowly guy, he's just a waiter.
Mm-hmm.
Really, when you think about it, it's true. You don't need to shout. You can simply
Correct.
say, maybe next time you should be a little more careful so it doesn't happen, right?
Yep.
You should be concentrating on what you do so you don't this doesn't happen.
Correct.
So
And
correct.
related din dito, sir, di ba? Yung meron pa tayong game before, di ba? Na yung silence game, di ba? Parang
Yeah,
parang Squid Game. Ang unang magsalita siya yung talo. Di
correct,
ba?
correct,
So,
correct, correct.
yung game na yun, in terms of yung sa selling, no, when you negotiate with your client, you end with a question nga, di ba? So let's say, so start ka na. Okay? So by that point, dapat tahimik ka na. Walang magsasalita. And that silence, no, gives pressure actually to the prospect. No? So kapag ikaw nagsalita, binrake mo yung silence, ikaw as the seller, for example, the agent, talo ka na. Di ba, sir?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as much as possible, hold your tongue, no? Keep silent and let the pressure build up dun sa silence na yon hanggang sa sumagot si prospect. Di ba? Very
Right.
powerful yung silence na yun. Hindi mo kailangang magsalita na magsalita na ito mas maganda pa to at ito ang maganda pa dito ganito yan. Ang maganda pa dito ganito. Hindi kailangan. Silent, ask a question and then complete silence. Ang unang magsalita, talo. Di ba,
Yeah.
sir?
Yes. Yes. So
Yep.
that causes them to move into action if you keep silent.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Talagang may pressure yon. Okay lang yung parang uneasy na walang nangyayari, no? Let it be. Kasi ang unang magsalita, talo. Okay,
Yeah.
si Maan Kayabyab is watching. Sabi niya, good afternoon mga
Oy,
idol. Ayan,
wow,
si Miss
si
Maan.
Kayamaan. Oo, good. Thank you, Maan,
Yes.
Miss Kayamaan.
Yes. Ayan, question ni
Paano?
Boniface. Sir, which is more factual? Change your mindset, then it will change your words? Or is it the opposite?
Of course, you know the answer. It's always the mindset. Kasi
Yep.
kung ano yung lalabas sa iyo, 'di ba? Alam mo na 'yan, 'di ba? Your thoughts become your words become your action become your habits become your destiny, 'di ba? So, it's all connected, 'di ba? So, really it's the mindset, 'di ba? If you're out there
Correct.
to help, if you're out there to educate, then the words that you will utter are consistent with that mindset,
Yep.
right?
And for you
So,
to change your mindset, no, you have to have somebody na mafa-flag ka na, oops, wag mong gamitin yung if na word. Dapat when, di ba? Di ba nangyayari sa atin yung
yeah,
dati, sir, di ba? Na magkakasama tayo no na, okay, when dapat, hindi if. Di ba? Yung mga ganon. Para
correct.
tayo, kasi hindi natin napapansin, masyado tayong nasanay dun sa word na if, di ba? Na-program yung mindset natin dun sa word na if. We need somebody else, a third party, no, na ma-flag tayo. Parang accountability partner, parang gano'n na, oops, again, it should be when, hindi if. Di ba? Yung mga gano'n. Na you should keep quiet, no, and don't talk after you ask the question. Di ba? Yung mga gano'n na kailangan talaga merong third party. Very important yon para ma-tweak yung ating mindset, ma-change yung ating mindset, no? And weekly, meron kayong coach. Andyan si Sir Enrico, nandyan ako sa Truly Happy One. Kaya make sure, no, ilagay nyo na sa calendar nyo every Saturdays, 5 p.m., Truly Happy One. Yeah, para yung mindset natin, ma-change natin for the better. Maging truly happy tayong lahat. Di ba, Sir Enrico?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Ayan. Sabi ni Press Joey, yung kanyang seminar is Power Sales on November 20 and 21.
Ayan,
Ayan.
oo.
Register na po kayo
Paki
dyan.
Yes, yes, 'di ba? That's wonderful, 'di ba? Always, 'di ba? That sincere desire to learn, 'di ba? And yeah, I think it's an excellent seminar on, how you can be very good at this, right? And yeah, there are skills to learn, and yeah, we're here to help you with the mindset as well, right? So,
Correct. Ayan, sabi ni Boniface, our voice should be heard in these elections and choosing the right or wrong words can redirect others either to your side or the opponent side. Correct. Actually, yan din yung tatanungin ko sana kanina, sir. Di ba, meron tayong slides ng words for marketing, tapos words for selling. Meron ding words for election. Tama ba?
of course naman, yeah, of course,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So, ano
And
yung mga mapapansin natin na lalabas dyan, sir, sa election ng mga common
well,
words na gagamitin?
yeah, well, it depends from the candidates. Of course, it might be, if it's being directed to the other candidate for the same seat, then it would tend to be, negative or adversarial, diba, or controversial, right?
Mhm.
So it's meant to elicit something. But again, you can choose that, and the person who receives that obviously can choose. Papatulan mo or hindi. Will you go low, as low as that, or will you take the higher ground or higher road, as they say, diba? So
Correct.
again, you're gonna have a lot of mudslinging going on, diba? Between candidates, right? Even between parties, right? And that's part of the politics, right? So um Again, it's what you say to your potential, the people that are going to listen to you and form their decision on the basis of what you say, that will determine if they give their vote to you or not. Are your words words that inspire, words that provide hope, words that provide the bridge of healing, or are they words of, the opposite, right? And
Correct.
on that on that basis, they will eventually, obviously select the best candidate, that that is in accordance with what they value and what's important to them, right?
Correct. Ayan. Sabi ni Press Joey din, thank you for sharing your wisdom here, learning from Sukat. And yung kanyang power sales on November 2021, for more info, ayan po yung kanyang contact details.
O yan,
0917-5555-639. Ayan.
yes,
I-screenshot
please,
nyo or
yeah,
i-post nyo yung video or i-replay
right,
para makuha yung number ni Press Joey. Ayan.
right.
Sabi ni Philip Go,
Maganda.
one leader taught us to chew the meat and throw the bones. Ayan.
Yes. 'Di ba? So get what from what you hear, from what you learn, use the one that you can, what you feel is beneficial for you. And for those that may not be beneficial for you, yeah, of course you can discard or throw away, 'di ba? And tama yan. That's the right attitude. There's always something you can learn. There might be some that you don't agree with, and that's fine, right? So just discard it, di ba? Parang ano yan, Eric,
Correct.
yung sinasabi sa akin, ay naku, yung notifications, ang dami-dami. Ay, umalis ako nung sabi ko, you don't even have to leave the group. You just turn it off. Or you put it on
Correct.
silent mode.
Mute.
I mean,
Oo, mute lang niya. Correct.
what's the drama? What are you trying to say? I have a friend, ginanong ko, sabi
Oo.
ko, can we just, dispense with that? It's so easy just to put it on mute or turn your phone
Correct.
off.
Correct,
I
correct.
mean, kaibigan ko eh, di ba? Sabi ko,
Yeah.
"Wag naman gano'n, di ba? Ang dami mong
Yep.
sinasabi. Sara mo lang, di
Correct.
ba?"
Yes. Ayan. Vanessa Rosales is watching us, Sir Enrico, and also Leo
Uy!
Mercado is watching. Thank you po for
Wow!
watching.
Oy, salamat,
Ayan.
salamat. Nakakatuwa naman. Vanessa,
Yep.
nice to see that you're here. It's been a while and
Correct.
always good to see
Long
you.
time.
Yeah,
Long
I
time, long
know,
time.
long time. Leo,
Ayan, sabi
si
ni
Lee.
sabi ni Boniface, as they say, curiosity may have killed the cat, but it makes the marketer's life easy when curiosity-provoking words are well chosen.
Yeah, 'di ba? Kaya nga well said, perfectly said, 'di ba? You
Yep,
see the seasoned people, whether they're politicians, business people, or statesmen, they know, right? The right words to convey, not just positive but even negative. Kasi it's important that you lay it out as it is, 'di ba?
correct.
Like, okay, we didn't get the result that we wanted, or we lost to a better team. You have
Mhm.
to be factual too, right? But you can
Yep,
choose the right words to reflect the reality. But at the same time, you can also use the right words to show that whilst we have been beaten today, we will rise up so that we will get better and use this so that we will eventually become victorious. So you see, it's
correct.
a, yeah,
Nasa
it's,
kalagitnaan lang ng episode. Hindi pa tapos ang
right.
season.
Correct. So
Correct.
it's,
Ayan.
yeah, it's really learning how to use your words. Could be the bridge of hope nga, healing, inspiration, or they could be the arrows or the bullets of,
Correct.
that will strain a relation or even cut it or end it.
Yep.
Diba?
Aside from words, ito rin maganda yung question ni Buenafe. Does using metaphors naman help in explaining complex topics effectively to readers and
I,
listeners?
I love that, and in fact, I'm always using that and analogies, right? Metaphors and analogies, right?
Mhm.
Because that is the way to make your message clear and understood. So
Mhm.
definitely yes, constantly
Yes.
using metaphors, analogies, is very very powerful. Yeah.
Correct. Ayan, sabi ni Gabi, better to say your piece rather than keep a grudge, but say it in a nice way.
Absolutely, Gabi. I just had this the other day. I had to say what needed to be said, and I have a simple principle: we are gentle, but we are firm. Okay,
Yep.
we don't shout or anything, but we say what needs to be said. That result is not where we want to be. And I know
Mhm.
you're capable of much more. So we're here. Let's work on this together. How can we change that result and make it much better? And it changed
Mhm.
the whole complexion right away. Okay, okay. But I didn't mince words. I said, no, that's not the result that we want. And I think you and
Mhm.
I know that. So, no
Correct.
problem. What can we do together so that we can change that result? So, next time around, it's a better result. So, there was no pulling back, sugarcoating the words no,
Correct.
but it was said exactly in a tone of, hey, let's learn from this and progress.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Sabi ni Buenafe, customers are more likely to click and be engaged when directly prompted with the right choice of word. Yung example niya is yung plus lang. Plus cart before, tapos ngayon, add to cart yung words. The latter increases clicks by 50% now. Correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Yan yung tinatawag na
absolutely.
CTA or click to
Call
action.
to act. Oh,
Ayun.
yeah,
Call
click
to
or
action
call
din.
to
Or
action.
call to
Yeah,
action.
yeah,
Yes, yung words mismo, add to cart na.
yeah,
Ayan. At sabi ng
yeah.
Korean, add to cart na. Ayan.
Okay.
Sabi
So,
ni
Eric,
Press Joey,
oh,
when you ask a closing question, shut up. Correct.
amen. Yes.
Ayan. Sabi rin niya, I will give a free seat to Power Sales to best comment. Wow! Best comment daw
Wow.
ngayon. Magbibigay ng free seat si Press Joey. So, comment out ating mga viewers.
Oh, yes, please, viewers, please.
Pipiliin ni Press Joey yan.
Wow. This
Sabi
is,
ni Vanessa, yes, I know. I will learn something listening to both of you. Stay safe and God bless po.
good to say and see you here. And, yeah, yep, we
Ayan.
all
Sabi ni
will
Philip
learn.
ko,
Hindi lang kami.
talk is cheap, our words are expensive. When we speak positively, they bring life. Correct.
Absolutely, Philip. Yeah, let's be that channel of blessing and encouragement and hope to other people.
Correct.
Still
And sabi
saying
ni
what needs to be said. Yeah.
Correct. Sabi ni Buenafe, our words reflect our heart, character, and mindset. As it said in Matthew 12:34, for the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. Correct.
Amen. Siyempre, I have
Yes.
nothing more to add, but that is so true. Yeah.
Correct, correct. Ayan. So, ating question sa ating mga viewers ngayon, what are your key takeaways sa ating episode for today? No, ako ang aking takeaway is talagang the choice of words are very important, no? Kasi it can either tear down somebody or destroy somebody, and it can also build up, inspire people, no? So, piliin natin the right words to say and make sure na hindi tayo masyadong emotional when we say those words, lalo na galit, no? So, para lang mabawasan yung emotion, try to, yun nga, count down from 5 to 1 para hindi tayo galit at talagang pag-isipan natin ano yung sasabihin natin before we say our words, no? Yung kailangan nating sabihin. And yun nga, sabi ni Sir Enrico, mahirap bawiin. No, yung kapag nasabi mo na mahirap siyang bawiin, lalo na of course kapag live or recorded, no. So mahirap siyang bawiin. So make sure that you really choose the right words to say. Okay? And yun nga yung mga napag-usapan natin kanina ng mga words na differences pero parang similar sila yung if and when. So kami during the sales process we usually use yung when na word instead of if na word. Yung try and do, no, mostly dapat do. It's either you do it or you don't, no. Wala yung gray area na try. And yung tie down concept na that converting your directives or your commands na sentences into questions, no, makes your prospect more comfortable and makes them think and makes them absorb kung ano man talaga yung sinasabi natin. So yun ang mga words, no, na pwedeng pagpilian at kailangan pag-isipan before natin mismo sabihin. And again, yun nga, isang question kanina, you change your mindset first and then yung words follow. No? So again, how do you change your mindset? You need somebody, a third party, or a weekly webinar like Truly Happy One, no, to change your mindset so that you'll know the right words to say next time. Tama ba, Sir Enrico?
Amen. Wala na akong maidagdag. Tama. Wala na akong
Ayan.
maidagdag, di ba?
Ayan. Sabi ni Sir Joy, think before you speak. Correct.
Correct.
Yan,
Absolutely.
sabi rin niya, Matthew 12:36, but I tell you that men will have to give account on the day of judgment for every careless word they have spoken. Correct.
Amen. Yeah,
Amen.
of
Ayan.
course.
The words are one chooses will influence the kinds of results, reactions, clicks, and engagements one gets. Correct. We should be
Absolutely.
careful with our words. Once they are said, they can be only forgiven but not forgotten. Correct.
Of
We'll catch the
course.
replay. Si Ana, replay yung papanoorin.
Thank
Okay.
you.
People pay attention to language even if they don't realize that they're being pushed toward a certain viewpoint. Correct.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
Ayan.
Very active.
Ayan, Ana is also watching. Thank you. Joel Santos, we think many times faster than we speak. Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Ayan.
Yes.
Okay, and our topic next week is a practical way to reduce your electric bill. So, konting intro
Y-
dito sa topic natin, sir.
Yan, siguro your viewers, wow, ang layo naman yan. Kasi para naman, di ba, para, we've been talking a lot about mindsets, a lot about, and let's, from time to time have something that's practical, right? And I think very relevant to a lot of people. So it's, there are many ways, and it's not just reducing electric bill, but ang context nito is, Eric, we also want to do our part to help this very serious problem of climate change, which
Mm,
everyone knows already. So this is not just to reduce electric bill, but simple steps that you can take to
mhm,
help Mother Earth as well, because we are in a very serious situation as far as climate globally. And I don't need to repeat that; everybody knows that. And what are
mhm.
the small things, small yet really doable on a personal level, that can impact the environment, right? And at the same time, it makes a lot of economic sense because it can and will reduce your electric bill. Para maiba
Nice.
tayo.
Okay, magandang topic po yan next week at para hindi nyo ma-miss, make sure i-click yung subscribe button dyan sa baba sa YouTube or join our Facebook group sa Truly Happy Juan Facebook group. Okay, so let's end our episode with our usual Panatang Makabayan. Itaas po natin ating kanang kamay at bigkasin ang Panatang Makabayan. Iniibig ko ang Pilipinas, aking lupang sinilangan, tahanan ng aking lahi. Kinukupkup ako at tinutulungan upang maging malakas, masipag at marangal. Dahil mahal ko ang Pilipinas, diringgin ko ang payo ng aking mga magulang. Susundin ko ang tuntunin ng lipunan. Tutuparin ko ang tungkulin ng mamamayang makabayan. Naglilingkod, nag-aaral at nagdarasal ng buong katapatan. Ialay ko ang aking buhay, pangarap at pagsisikap sa bansang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po and we'll see you again next Saturday,
Salamat po.
5 p.m. dito lang sa Truly Happy